Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Anyways, sometimes we have so many arguments off the camera. You can't be brave, and we feel that it will be okay for us to bring it here so you guys can also enjoy it sometimes.
Yep.
And again, you bring in your opinion to the argument. Now, in the political front, we have been discussing something that has been going on for the past weeks. Thanks to Mannaseh Azure. For the past weeks, he has reignited the Zoom Lion conversation. The fact that he thinks this Zoom Lion and successive government dealings, Bibishimu, something is wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
He has been shouting all that he can. I'm sure by now Christ is losing his voice out of the shouting. If he's writing too, he's losing his ink out of the excessive writing. Yet, it doesn't seem to go anywhere. The story has been the same. Now, from the times of Jida till now,
Since
YEA,
2006.
the story has been the same. But this year, looks like the attention is getting tensions. Mahama's 4 months or 5 months in the presidency, and Mannaseh Azure is still waking all these issues up. Today, we want to have a conversation. Conversation is with you. When some people think the Zoom Lion deal is really shady, there are others who think otherwise. They think that, Charlie, it's governmental procedures. If you don't understand it, don't understand it. Maybe they are going to the right thing. And me and Chemo, we want to talk some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to.
Personally,
Yeah.
I have been supporting Mannaseh on this particular fight. I support him.
For me, I support him, but I have issues with him as well.
Okay, I'll come to you later. I support him because why has it been so difficult for successive governments to stop this Zoom Lion deal when everybody, in fact, when you go on Manasseh's wall for the past weeks,
Yeah.
almost everyone, there is something on Zoom Lion on his wall, Facebook wall, I must say.
And even on Twitter as well, yeah.
Well, I hear even on Twitter,
Twitter,
it
yes.
is even crazier.
Yeah.
There. Talking about past president of the YEA or the executives of the YEA, all of them putting out information that tells us clearly that the Zoom Lion deal, some way. In fact, the recent one is where they take 850 cedis from government. They pay the workers 250 cedis. And Zoom Lion, the name of management, keeps 600 Ghana cedis. What is the fucking Ghana cedis? Like how?
Say it.
I will not say it again. Like how? Mannaseh has been shouting, cancel the contract, cancel the contract, cancel the contract. Latest, you know latest is that. Now they say, oh, instead of us to cancel it, now increase the money for us. Give us 1,300 something. Then we pay the workers like 400 or 600. Then we still take like 8.
Yeah.
It still doesn't make sense. But I don't know why it is difficult for these people to just say, hey, we've cancelled it. There is no Zoom Lion again. Let's give it to the assemblies to manage it. After all, the boys, those who have been cleaning. Bastard boys. Bastard boys have been cleaning. And to me, I also feel there is something fishy. Because the first 4 months of the NDC administration, they are looking at correcting some wrongs. Someone is helping you. Okay, you guys want to kill all corruption in the system. Now, don't stress. I am helping you. I've done all the work with evidence. Yet, they don't seem to listen to Mannaseh, what he's saying. Chabo, something is not right.
Something is not right. And
Yeah. No, something is not right.
Yeah. So I'm with you on this. Me too. I've followed Manasseh's submissions,
Okay.
and it is so on point that it is difficult to say that he hasn't done the work or he hasn't investigated
At
enough.
every point,
Yes.
he submits clear evidence,
Yes.
prima facie evidence, as they will call it.
Yes.
Hard evidence,
Yeah.
from letters to press releases to payment documents. The last time said Justin Kodia.
Yes.
That is the former YA boss.
Yeah, 2008.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, 2018 rather. Yeah,
the guy has said, and it's on record, that he doubts that Zoom Lion has employed 45,000 people.
Yes, because they did an investigation. In fact, they did an exercise to verify them. So they called them that if you are still an employee of Zoom Lion, come and verify. Like they want them to come so that they verify them. They will check that you are part of it. They didn't get the number that Zoom Lion presented to them.
Yeah.
Zoom Lion presented about 45,000.
Okay.
But when they did their thing, they got around 38,000 or so.
Okay.
So there were excess, and Zoom Lion protested. Do you know their response?
What was their response?
Employee apathy. Some people decided not to come, but they are there. They are working. So you can't just say that because they didn't come for verification, they are not there. They are there. They are working.
But I still don't understand why it is so difficult for government to just shush this deal.
Yeah, you see, even with Manasseh's submission, I saw one that he was saying that it is not only about Zoom Lion, because there are some government officials who should also be blamed. They benefit from it, so they don't want it to go. Okay. Because all indications, all evidence shows that something is not right.
The deal is shady.
Yes, but it looks like they will talk about it. In fact, there's a letter that the CEO, the last CEO before Basintelli took over.
That is Justin Kodia.
No, there was another guy who came 2014.
Yeah.
Nana Nana, I think he's Nana Kofi from Japan or something like that.
Okay.
There's a name like that.
Yeah.
In fact, he wrote to the board of the YE, telling them that there are certain things that they have to change about Zoom Lion deal.
Okay.
Because one, the person pointed out the discrepancies of the numbers. Zoom Lion presenting 45,000, but they think that they are not up to that. So the CEO suggested that they should rather pay Zoom Lion for the management fee.
Okay.
And then they will take care of the workers. Like they will pay them direct. Instead of paying everything to Zoom Lion for Zoom Lion to pay them.
They should pay their management
fee to Zoom Lion, and then they will pay the workers direct. That was the letter
suggestion,
that went to the board. But you see, whether the board will take that action or not is another thing. But Zoom Lion again protested that no, they can't do that, and their reason was that sometimes they need loan facility to be able to do their managerial thing, because they will buy equipment and all those things. So if they pay them, it will go through the bank, and the bank based on that will give them loan facility for them to be able to carry on with their duties. Yes.
Okay.
That was their argument. So if whether the government will take it or not is another thing. Okay. But you see, for me, this is where I disagree with Mannaseh, or I think that he should do something else. My point is that it is the politicians or the government who is taking this decision. It has nothing to do with Zoom Lion. Zoom Lion is a businessman, and as a businessman, no matter, he will take any action that will favor his business.
Okay.
He will not think about even the workers, because in his mind he is doing the right thing. He is paying what he's supposed to pay,
and he wants to make profit.
And he wants to make profit. In fact, I've been fighting, or I've been arguing with our big ups to Anokwa. Okay. I've been arguing with him about this thing. He says that the businessmen are wicked. They don't care about the workers and everything. And I say, yeah, I agree, but they are not the problem. The problem are the decision makers. Because they, like Mannaseh is fighting for, you can easily cancel the contract and it is over for the businessman.
Yeah.
So why are you holding the businessman instead of the politicians? So Mannaseh, he's been firing wrongly, in my opinion. He should be rather going at the politician instead of Zoom Lion as a businessman. Because as a businessman, there's no way that you think he can do good for the nation more than the politician who is taking decision on our behalf, whom we have paid to take good decision on our behalf. Yes, for Zoom Lion, he will do good by at his own terms. For all you know, he has an NGO. He's been paying school fees for some people. He's been building churches.
Nobody's forcing you to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody's forcing you to do what you cannot do.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody's forcing you to go and pay some things that you cannot keep up.
No, he can do it.
One of the disappointments of Mannaseh is the fact that this man here is an elder of the Church of Pentecost.
In fact, he has built a church for them.
Exactly. And for an elder of the Church of Pentecost to be dealing with people, and this is how you are dealing with them. Let's take even governance and everything aside. Let's be a little biblical here.
Okay.
I take 850 Ghana cedis in your name. You are doing the work. I'm the manager. Then I give you 250 cedis. Then I take 600 as the manager.
Yes.
This is like daylight robbery of a sort.
Because I want to make profit.
No, but to what extent?
I didn't take it because I want to do
Are you not thinking about the masses that are that are in poverty?
No, he's thinking about making profit, and for them, he feels that he's giving them.
Fact is that even if they change the dice, and they pay them the 600, they pay the sweepers the 600, and they keep 250. I'm sure they are still going to make profit because that is
probably
management.
Yes, probably because
Enfasuboni, that is what it simply means. Enfasuboni, the fact that someone wants to take some money and just enrich him or herself and their families.
Yes, and
at the expense of the many people. Now, you read further, and Mannaseh is even telling the world that these places are not even well kept like that.
Yes.
They take the money in the name of paying them. But you go, we all go to Accra.
Yeah, of course.
We see the debt there.
Yes.
You go to Accra in some places, too much debt.
Yes, so we agree about the problem, but the solution here is where we differ. My point is that the solution can only come from the decision makers, not the businessman. Because the businessman will not do that. If you leave it to a businessman, no matter what, they will consider making money first. And the money, yes, they can make it at the expense of somebody suffering, and then pay it to people that they think they will get blessings from. That's why I'm saying that for all you know, he has an NGO. He is building churches. And the blessing that he will get for building a church or being an elder is more important to a businessman than helping ordinary worker in his company. That's the point I'm making. So we can't leave it to the businessman to take the right decision. It won't happen. Only the politicians or decision makers can do that. So why are we not on the politicians? We are on a businessman. It won't help. That's why I said I have issue with Mannaseh, because politicians should be the one that we are on. Look at what he has done, and now he's pleading that they should cancel the contract. Why is he not telling Zoom Lion to leave the contract? He knows that it won't happen. Logically, Zoom Lion will not say that because Mannaseh is saying that I'm cheating you, I'll stop because I don't want to cheat you again. No, they won't do it. The politician who is taking decision, it is not affecting them. In fact, some of them are benefiting. They give that contract. Later, they will get an appreciation from the businessman.
Kickback.
Exactly. But you see, kickback is illegal. That's why I'm saying appreciation, because they will say that they are not taking anything. So for me, politicians should be blamed, because they can easily solve this problem. Like we are saying, they have taken money, but they are not even working. And you are just there supervising this. You have signed a contract with somebody. The person is not working, but you are still paying the person. In fact, they pay them religiously. Like, Zoom Lion, edgy interest.
Yes, the last time I checked.
Yes.
That when government refuses to pay them, they go for loan.
Yeah.
At the right time, they go for loan.
Yes.
And when government is ready to pay, they pay the interest of the loan.
Yes, exactly. And what would you pay if it was your personal business? as a government agency, if it was a private individual, do you think he will allow Zoom Lion to go through what they are going through? It won't happen. In fact, and that will lead me to my next point. My next point is that Mannaseh is suggesting that we should give it to the assembly. Look at what this YEA people, the decision maker, the board members and the CEO, what they have done previously.
Okay.
They are all government workers. And now you want us to give it to another government workers. It will end in disaster. I think Zoom Lion will even do a better job than any assembly that you can think of. That's my position. Because for the assemblies, they will become, the workers will be government workers.
Okay.
One, it will be difficult to sack them because there's a process that you have to go through.
Yeah, before
you can sack it. So if they are not working to satisfaction, it will be difficult to sack them. And we know at that point, it will be a government recruitment agency.
Okay.
A party or partisan lines will also come in here.
Okay.
Yes, they will try to recruit only their party faithfuls. So giving it to assemblies for me is a no-go area. The point is that they can supervise for Zoom Lion to do the right thing. They can negotiate for a better pay for the sweepers and the Zoom Lion.
Okay.
Government and the supervisors can do that job, because if you don't do it, we won't pay you. And if it goes to court, you will win, because based on the contract, the guy is not going through the process.
Yeah.
So why do you want us to let the politicians, decision makers go and then hold the neck of the businessman? We can only do a moral argument, like you are saying, come on, money now, what the
Church elder.
Elder Sapon. What man confunds dibi. But the thing is that he is a businessman first. So the moral argument may not go our way, but we can force it because the political and the decision makers are on our side. In fact, they are the main architect of the whole thing. In fact, the time that Zoom Lion proposed this services, the politician or decision makers at that time could have said no, we won't do it. Yeah. And Zoom Lion cannot do thing. He cannot do focal. He has no control here. So if we are blaming him, it's a wrong thing. For me, it's a Mannaseh is on the wrong track. He should be firing the politicians.
The blame might not be 100% thing on him, but people are also saying, oh, looking at his teachers, church elder and the Church of Pentecost, that is very, very particular when it comes to tenets and when it comes to the rules in the Bible. You should not even allow this to be happening around you.
Yes.
The flock, you are not taking care of the flock as you are supposed to.
I agree.
The flock is hungry, but the master is bellyful.
But the thing is, that's the moral argument that I was talking about. You see, some pastors sleep with their church members and say that they are also human beings. How much more an elder? So you see, if we go to that moral side, then we will see that nobody is like as clean as we want them to be. So we can't just leave it in the hands of a church elder to do the right thing. But a politician can do it. That's why I don't even want to go to that businessman or the church elder thing. I want to go to the politician and say that, why can't you just do the right thing? Just do the right thing as a politician. From today, you can, in fact, the contract is now pending. They have to sign for the new one because the old contract has expired. Now they have to sign a new contract. The politician is going to sign it for it to come on. Elder, someone cannot do anything if they say that we don't want to work with you anymore. They can say that. But here is the case that they will sign and get a good appreciation. And they will do it. So why are you not pushing the politician back? Rather begging the politician and demonizing the businessman. Businessmen are businessmen. And I don't think they will change like that. And again, you are not the one to decide the profit that they should make. That you think that, okay, this is fair. Because if we leave it to the businessman, they will want more for you, but they will want more for themselves. That's why even in his new proposal, he's saying that increase it to this amount.
Yes,
so that I can pay the people and still add some to his. He is taking 650 now. Why is he not saying that, okay, I will maintain the 650, increase the sweepers on to 400? He's not saying that. He says, I'll take 888. Give the give the sweeper this one. So anytime you leave it at the hands of a businessman, it won't go well. It won't go well. So politicians should be dealing with the businessman in a way that they think it will help the citizens.
Okay. Now, in the near future, do you think Malik Basintali can change what is happening there?
I doubt, because in his own presentation, he did live
Facebook
taking
live,
Facebook live, taking advices and
because I've seen that for the
Yes.
past days he's been assuring the people,
yes.
that he is going to change this cyclical thing of Zoom Lion and government.
yes.
He wants to cut it.
Yes.
And
But-
I know that with all the noise happening, so many people are watching him.
Yes.
Especially when he has been ordering 5K men and 3K women to be putting on their body cameras.
Yes.
Everybody's watching him. What are you bringing on the table?
In that same presentation, he said that he's not the final decision maker, but he hopes that the board will agree with him for them to take that decision. So now I think it will be on the board more than even Malik Basintali. He is just the face for the board, because whatever the board will say will hold more than what Malik alone will say. He's just acting on behalf of the board.
Okay.
So what can we trust the board? That's the thing. Who are those on that board who have been always like agreeing to sign a contract like this? Because it is not only this time around that the issue is coming up. In fact, after Mannaseh's investigation, even at the Justin Kodue's era, they also, after doing the verification, they said that something is not right, so they should correct it moving forward. But at the end of the day, the same contract went on. Even after the CEO at the time admit that there was something wrong, the same thing happened. So Malik Basintali admitting or also saying that there's something wrong and he will make sure that it will be changed. It will not depend on him alone. He should be convincing the board and even the president. That's the thing. So he can give all kind of assurance that people will be happy with it. But at the end of the day, can he change it? I doubt.
It will be a strong thing for him to do.
Yes, I doubt that he can do that thing.
Is Zoomlion the only company capable of doing this waste management thing in Ghana?
Not at all. In fact, but they did. They said
we have also read that some of the companies that they've registered still around the waste management, they are their own companies.
Yes, exactly. So it's more like a monopoly kind of thing. In fact, when they go for tender and that bidding thing, I've heard that one company sometimes can create another companies. Like they can create like 4 companies, do the submission of bidding for the same job. So any company that you give to will still go to that same person. But it's not their names that you see. They are just behind the whatever name that they have put in there to submit the bid to have it. So in this case, I heard that they did bid an open one. Anybody at all can apply, give your submission. If they think that you are giving the best proposal, they will give it to you. And then Zoom Lion won. But let's see this. Zoom Lion committed an offense against World Bank in, I think, Liberia.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened?
No.
They suspended Zoom Lion from giving the service for 2 years and then told them that we will only give you back the contract if we see commitment of doing the right things.
Yeah.
They did it. Why can't Ghana government do the same? That's the difference. So that's why I'm saying that a businessman will not be the one doing the right thing here.
Okay.
For any businessman, profit first.
They would want to pay the minimum.
If you don't consider that as a businessman, you don't have a business. Your business will collapse. If you go into any business thinking that, oh, I want to do the right thing, I want to help my people, you don't have a business. So they won't do that. That's why we have decided to select people that, in our case, convinced us that they can do the right thing
Okay.
to make sure that business people will not cheat or whatever us. Because even in an individual cases, if you enter into any business agreement with anybody, the person will be looking out for their interest first before they look out for you as a partner.
Yeah.
That's why we have negotiations and all those things. That is it. So the person, if you say that, okay, I'll this job I'll do it for you, but I'll take you 100 cedis. Then the other guy will say, oh, 100 cedis is too small. I'll give you 1,000. They will say that. They will take the money and maybe go and give it to charity, not you the one giving them the service or whatever. So for me,
some of us are just paying our monies.
Yes. So for me, I think that the thing should be on the government, the decision makers, not the businessman. As for the businessman, even with the World Bank across the IOM, now say one. He's just looking for his interest. Some people are so pissed when they see that people are making so much and they think that they are cheating others. It is there. But that the solution is not going for that businessman. Here is the thing: if you do whatever it takes for that person's business to collapse, that small thing that he's giving will not even happen.
Not come,
And again, I don't really push for people getting so much for the sweeping that they are doing, not for the bad reason, but the job is, it shouldn't be for the breadwinners at home. The job should be a job for people who are transitioning, like a JHS graduate or SHS graduate,
whilst he's waiting
to go to the next level.
They can use that time to while away time.
Exactly.
Make some
acquire
money.
some experience, make some money, and move on in life. If you really want to make money sweeping in Ghana here to have a better life, Massa, you are lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself. There's no way that you can get good money sweeping in Ghana here for a better life anyway.
But that's why you do it for 50 years and still your life
will be the same. You will not get any improvement. So if you are pushing for better salary for them, yes, it's okay. But we should be reasonable in what we are pushing for. And in fact, the job is even under YEA, youth employment. It should be going to the youth. It should be going to the SHS, JHS graduates trying to transition. Not a mother of two or
and
father
old
of
men
three.
And women.
No, even that one, it's wrong. It's wrong for them to be giving the job to those people, but they are the people that the job is going to. So Mannaseh will use the moral argument and say that how can you be paying somebody 200 CDs?
Now, Chamo, I'm here asking. Then Mannaseh should stop it because it looks like he's fighting a lost battle.
He should.
I'm here. I've been thinking about actually. For how long will this guy continue fighting? Because now I know how it will end.
Yes.
This NDC guys will struggle to cancel the deal as he wants them to.
Yes.
Now he will start hating Mahama and his government. He should end it.
Because there was this parliamentary select committee on sanitation. They went to inspect Zoom Lions facility. At that time, after that, they granted an interview. They wanted the media to ask them questions. One of them asked them, so what do you think about the contract between Zoom Lion and YE? In fact, Mannaseh is suggesting that they should cancel it. And then the MP at the time said no. They disagree with Mannaseh because Zoom Lion is employing a lot of people. So whatever things that
Mannaseh... NDC MP?
Surely, because he's the leader of the delegation at that point, I think it will be an NDCM. But
like this, what you're saying is this year?
Just this April. I think they went there April 25th or so. Not long ago, before Mannaseh thing is happening, that thing also happened. And they said that they will invite Mannaseh to the committee to tell them what is wrong with the whole contract, so that they can review it and make it better. By cancelling it,
it's not an option.
No, it's not an option. They don't think it's necessary for them to go through that direction. So here is the thing: it will be difficult for Mannaseh to win this fight. And again, he's fighting at the wrong direction for me. you can't fight a businessman and win. In this case, when they have all the ammunition, you should rather be going to the politicians. For them, you can convince people that these people are not treating you well, so know how to deal with them instead of going to the politicians.
Now, let me say this finally, so we can run away from here. The last time I checked from Manasseh's war, now he's seen that maybe the Malik Basintali level, they cannot fight this.
Yeah.
Now he's petitioned
The
president.
Yeah.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now I am waiting because I know Mahama knows Manasseh very well.
Yeah.
It's not as if he's a journalist working elsewhere.
No.
Mahama knows him very well. And Mahama cannot tell me ever since Manasseh started this war, he's not heard it. I am just waiting to see what action the president will take on this chapter.
Yes, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Because now, this is the cracking point. Manasseh has tried tagging most of these MPs, the young MPs.
Yeah.
Edem Agbana, Okujeto, and now dealing with the YEA president.
Yeah.
And they are all still dilly-dallied around it. So now he's put all of them down. He's petitioned the president straight.
Yes.
And this is where the drama begins.
Yes.
What would the president do?
For
what
me, I
the
think
actions of the president?
that's good for
That's
Manasseh.
what we are waiting for.
Manasseh should go straight to them and tell them to do the right thing. Just that I don't like his solution. Giving it to assemblies will be worse than Zoom Live.
They also chop the money.
I'm quite chopping a double.
Everything a double. Oh my well. So this is on cuts. Yes. This is on cuts. We are having a conversation on some of the issues happening around Ghana.
Yeah.
And me and Chemo have been doing this in our office oftentimes. Today, henceforth, we're bringing it on camera so that you guys can also contribute to some of the things happening in Ghana. In fact, many of them on our chest. We talk about them on the daily.
Yes.
It is our first one. Keep watching for some more. There is no name for this show. We do it with you. My name is Sammy Flex. We're out of here. Bye-bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Push sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.